Hey friends, today we're going to be doing part 2 of the sourdough series, and this is where I'm going to show you how to weigh, shape, and then cold ferment your dough. I will show you what I look for and how I weigh, shape, and then why I cold proof. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, so I have my King Arthur bread flour, never bromated, never bleached. It's not enriched, it doesn't have any fake vitamins or folic acid or anything like that in it, thank God. I like to put some flour down, and this is my dough. It's been overnight bulk fermenting for about 10 hours now, 10 and a half hours. So over here I have my scale and my bowl. I'm going to be weighing my dough to make sure that they are even. I only did a two times batch, so it's not going to be super hard to weigh. All right, so we're sitting at 790 grams right now for that one, and this one is probably more. It's sitting at 958. This is where I play the cutoff and add game. I need a new scale. And then this one is now 850. Okay. This is my least favorite part. That one's 875, 876 grams. And this one is 872. I'm honestly gonna stop right there because I could be super anal about it, and I'm not gonna do that. So this is my 876 gram bowl. What I like to do is I like to stretch it out to a rectangle, or as similar to a rectangle as you can get. So I have my rectangle. From here, I'm going to fold in the top and the bottom together, the sides, and then from here I'm going to grab it, start to roll it, and then I'm going to spin it on itself. And I'm just going to keep doing that process. It's kind of like an N, I guess is how I could describe it. So we're just making the little N, and so it's a push and a drag, a push and a drag, a push and a drag. And I just do this until my bowl or my ball gets tight enough to where I want it. You'll know the more you work with the dough on where it is and how it's supposed to feel. But until you get a nice roll, a nice tight round bowl. And it's not a process that needs to be rushed. So there that is. I take my towel, I put it over the bowl. You can use whatever bowl you want. Take my towel, I put it over the bowl, sprinkle a little bit of flour, keep it from sticking to the towel. And then I take this, just gonna give it one or two more. And then from there, I turn it upside down. And I'm just going to fix the seam here so that it's nice and tight. I swear, I need to get one of those cameras that I can put around my neck and show you from the top down what I'm doing, so you can see. It doesn't have to be pretty. I just like to close it so that it's not opening. But that's where doing so many rolls can help this bottom part to not open as much. This is what we're looking like. And I'm going to cover it and then take a plastic bag and put that in the fridge. I like to do anywhere from 24 to 40 hours of cold proofing. The reason I cold proof, it helps the yeast or the fermentation process to slow down and allow the flavor of the bread to catch up with it. That is something that I read one time and I was like, whoa, that makes so much sense. So it allows the flavor to develop so that you're not in the fermentation to slow down. so that you're not getting a super, super sour loaf too early before the flavors kind of figured itself out. Someone else could probably better explain that than I can, but that's pretty much the gist of it. You just have to try it. So I'm gonna put this in a plastic bag and then put that in the fridge for anywhere from 24 to 30 hours. We're gonna put these suckers in the fridge. 1 and 2. I also have a label. This is to let me know my next steps. I also set an alarm for 24 hours, and this is just the process that I have, and it's gonna let me know to check my proof chart to see how my dough is doing and if it's fully proofed, normal proofed, or what's going on with it. So I like to leave that right there and leave myself little notes so I know what I'm doing. And because I'm a human, I forget. So after this, I just clean up and set my timer, my alarm for 24 hours, and I will be checking, and I will be back with you guys to show you the proof check, how it looks, if it's overproofed, underproofed, and regardless of how proofed it is, we're gonna bake it anyways because you should just bake the bread. It doesn't make sense to just throw it out. There's no sense in wasting, and yeah. I will see you guys in part 3 when we bake our dough. God bless, and bake your bread.